Florida's condo dream is collapsing, not cooling, collapsing. Prices haven't dipped by 5% or 10%. They've fallen off a cliff, down 25%, 30%, even 32% in cities that seemed untouchable just 2 years ago. Families who bought at the peak are trapped underwater, watching their savings disappear. Retirees are being crushed by soaring insurance costs, massive special assessments, and a harsh new truth: no one's buying. Inventory is overflowing. HOA fees are exploding, and the cost of simply keeping a roof over your head has never been higher. What was once the Florida dream has turned into a full-blown financial storm. Today, we're counting down the top 10 Florida cities where the condo market is crashing in 2025. Stay tuned until number 1. And if you want more unfiltered housing reality, hit subscribe now and let's dive in. Number 10. Sarasota. Once the crown jewel of Florida's Gulf Coast, Sarasota sold a vision of perfection. White sand beaches, a vibrant art scene, and gleaming towers along the bay. But that glossy picture is cracking fast. Condos that fetched $600,000 in 2022 now struggle to sell for $420,000, a stunning 30% collapse. Inventory has jumped 65% year over year, flooding the market as sellers slash prices just to survive. The real pain lies in the costs. Insurance premiums that once ran $3,000 now exceed $9,000. HOA dues and reserve mandates have pushed monthly ownership above $1,200 before even touching the mortgage. Buyers are terrified of surprise assessments: $20,000, $30,000, even $50,000 per unit. Retirees on fixed incomes can't keep up, and even investors are fleeing. Rental yields that once hit 7% have dropped below 3%. Sarasota's boom years are gone, and the decline isn't over. Realtors who once closed several deals a month now wait weeks for showings. Developers quietly offer steep, behind-the-scenes discounts just to move inventory that used to sell before construction even began. Downtown's luxury high-rises have gone from status symbols to cautionary tales of overvaluation. Banks are tightening lending, demanding huge down payments, or refusing loans on older buildings altogether. And at open houses, out-of-state investors are walking away mid-tour saying, "We'll wait another year." Sarasota isn't just cooling, it's recalibrating to reality. A harsh warning for every coastal Florida market that thought prices could only rise. Number 9. Ocala. Known for its horse farms and quiet charm, Ocala was never supposed to crash, but it has. Condo prices that peaked at $220,000 have dropped to $160,000, a 27% freefall. Inventory has surged 62% and buyers have vanished. With mortgage rates near 7%, even modest condos cost $1,300 a month before utilities, unaffordable for households earning under $60,000. The once safe inland areas are being hit by the same storm of costs: new reserve laws, repair mandates, and insurance premiums that jumped from $1,800 to $5,000 a year. Special assessments of $10,000 or more are crushing owners. Small investors who bought with pandemic savings are watching their properties bleed cash. Retirees who moved inland to save money are realizing safety from hurricanes doesn't mean financial safety. HOA boards, often run by volunteers, are overwhelmed, facing angry owners, maintenance deadlines, and ballooning bills. Some condos have already seen owners walk away, leaving others to cover the shortfall. Realtors say it's a buyer's market, but only for those with deep pockets. "We've gone from bidding wars to silence," one agent said. Ocala was supposed to be the affordable dream. Instead, it's proof that the cost crisis doesn't need an ocean view to drown a market. Number 8. Cape Coral. Once the poster child of Florida's pandemic boom, Cape Coral's paradise is unraveling. Median condo prices have fallen from $340,000 to $240,000, a brutal 30% wipeout. Inventory is up 95%. Waterfront insurance exploded from $3,500 in 2020 to over $10,000 now. HOAs of $600 to $900 a month, plus special assessments of $20,000 to $30,000 for flood protection, have made ownership unbearable. Retirees who once paid cash can't handle the costs. Airbnb owners are losing money, with occupancy under 45% and revenue down nearly half. Post-Hurricane Ian, new FEMA flood maps have scared off buyers entirely. Cape Coral's boom flipped to bust almost overnight. During the frenzy, listings vanished in days. Today, canals are lined with for sale signs that don't move. Realtors show the same properties for months with no offers. Developers face half-finished projects, contractors are slowing, and insurance firms are withdrawing from high-risk zones, forcing owners into expensive, state-backed plans. Cape Coral has become a case study in overexposure, where climate risk, cost inflation, and speculation collided head-on. Number 7. Bradenton. Just north of Sarasota, Bradenton's condo market is in full retreat. Prices have fallen from nearly $400,000 to under $280,000, 30% plunge. Inventory is up 70%, with over 1,500 listings clogging the MLS. The culprit, oversupply colliding with affordability. HOA dues now run $500 to $900 a month. Insurance that once cost $2,800 now tops $7,000, and at a 7% mortgage rate, total monthly costs exceed $2,200. Renting is cheaper than owning, and investors know it. Airbnb profits have crashed. Occupancy is below 55%, nightly rates are down 20%, and pre-construction buyers are walking away from deposits rather than closing on overpriced units. Bradenton's unraveling runs deep. It was once a retirement haven for northern transplants. Now that migration pipeline has dried up. Retirees are realizing they can rent similar homes in North Carolina or Tennessee for half the cost. Flippers are stuck paying inflated HOA dues on empty condos. Agents describe it as a traffic jam of listings, everyone racing to sell before prices fall further. Developers who broke ground in 2021 face grim math, higher construction loan rates, unsold units, and fading demand. Even longtime locals say it feels like 2008 déjà vu, except this time, it's not bad lending, it's cost of living inflation devouring the dream from the inside out. Number 6. Orlando. The land of Disney dreams is now facing a condo nightmare. Prices that once soared to $310,000 have fallen to $230,000, down 25%. Over 3,500 condos sit unsold, nearly double last year's listings. HOA fees of $600 to $1,000 and doubled insurance premiums mean a two-bedroom that cost $1,800 a month now exceeds $2,600. Even tourism can't save it. The Airbnb gold rush has turned into an oversaturated disaster. Occupancy hovers near 50%, and nightly rates are falling. Add Florida's new structural inspection laws, with $10,000 to $20,000 assessments per unit, and lenders are backing out. Even cash buyers want steep discounts. In 2021, condos near International Drive sold out in weeks. Now those same streets are lined with for sale signs. Buildings once full of short-term rentals sit half-empty. Locals, teachers, nurses, hospitality workers are priced out completely. Developers are halting projects, waiting for costs and insurance to stabilize. Orlando's crash proves one thing: tourism doesn't make you immune. When affordability breaks, even the happiest place on earth can't escape the math. Number 5. Jacksonville. Even Florida's biggest city isn't immune. Median condo prices dropped from $230,000 to $180,000, down 22%. Inventory has surged 60%. HOA dues of $400, insurance at $4,000, and a mortgage push monthly costs to $1,700, while renting averages $1,400. The math kills demand. Out-of-state investors are dumping units, and 35% of listings now show price cuts. Downtown revitalization projects that once symbolized growth now offer incentives to fill empty units. Even new complexes are struggling because lenders won't touch older buildings under Florida's stricter rules. For years, Jacksonville was seen as steady, safe from volatility, but the numbers caught up fast. Buyers from 2021 with 3% mortgage rates now face 40% higher payments. Many are stuck in negative equity. Developers have frozen new projects, and waterfront neighborhoods face the same insurance nightmares as the Gulf. Optimism has turned to anxiety. Realtors say the number one buyer question now is, what's the insurance? Jacksonville's myth of safety is gone, replaced by a simple truth: growth doesn't matter when you can't afford to stay. Number 4. Aventura. Once Miami's glittering suburban escape, Aventura is now the perfect example of luxury meeting limits. Condo prices that peaked near $600,000 in 2022 have fallen to $440,000, a 27% drop. Inventory is up 80%. Insurance premiums in coastal Broward and northern Miami-Dade have tripled since 2020, exceeding $12,000 a year in many towers. HOA fees top $1,200 a month, and new state reserve laws are forcing $25,000 to $60,000 special assessments per unit. Those sleek towers along Biscayne Bay, once marketed as low-risk havens, are now financial minefields. International buyers from New York, Venezuela, and Brazil are retreating as carrying costs exceed rental income. Short-term investors are also pulling out. New city restrictions and declining demand have dropped occupancy below 50% and nightly rates nearly 20%. Developers are quietly cutting prices, offering incentives just to move units. Realtors say confidence has evaporated, replaced by hesitation. Aventura was supposed to be insulated, a market of wealth and stability. But no market can defy math. When insurance doubles, assessments pile up, and returns collapse, even luxury cracks. Aventura's fall isn't about overbuilding, it's about overconfidence. Number 3. Tampa. Tampa's skyline once stood for unstoppable growth. Not anymore. Median condo prices have dropped from $310,000 to $230,000, down 25%. Bayshore high-rises that sold for $600,000 now sit unsold at $400,000. Inventory is up 85%, reaching 4,000 active listings, the highest since the Great Recession. HOA fees that were $450 now hit $1,000. Insurance near the Bay tripled to $9,500. Monthly ownership now exceeds $2,400, impossible for a city with a $70,000 median income. Short-term rentals are crashing, Airbnb occupancy below 50%, rates down 20%, and 40% of listings showing price cuts. Developers are offering desperate incentives, closing credits, furniture packages, even a year of HOA coverage. But confidence has cracked. Tampa's story is psychological. During the boom, it became the poster child for migration and remote work optimism. Now cranes are stalling, and affordable luxury has become an oxymoron. Flood zone reclassifications, stricter inspection laws, and costly insurance have made buyers question the dream. Tampa is learning a hard truth. Resilience costs money, and that money is running out. Number 2. West Palm Beach luxury has limits, and West Palm Beach has hit them. Median condo prices that topped $400,000 in 2022 are now $300,000, a 20% drop. Insurance premiums have tripled to $12,000 a year, HOA fees have doubled to $1,000 a month, and surprise assessments of $30,000 to $40,000 are driving retirees to walk away. Airbnb occupancy is below 50%, nightly rates are down 15%, and lenders are refusing to finance aging towers. 2 years ago, West Palm was called the new Miami. Today, open houses are empty, sellers slash prices weekly, and buyers are waiting for the bottom. The once glamorous skyline is dimming. Champagne Lodge towers now stand half-lit, unsold units gathering dust. High-end buyers are negotiating 20% below asking, and getting it. International money is fleeing north to newer, better-insured developments. Locals on fixed incomes are drowning under constant assessments. Even basic maintenance has become a crisis. Tourism has softened, luxury renters are pulling back, and younger professionals now prefer renting over buying. West Palm isn't losing its prestige, it's losing its balance. And when the top tier waits, the entire market pyramid begins to shake. Number 1. Pensacola. At the top of the list and the bottom of the market is Pensacola. Once celebrated as an affordable coastal gem, it's now ground zero in Florida's condo collapse. Prices that peaked at $310,000 in 2022 have crashed to $215,000, a 31% nosedive that's wiped out years of equity. Inventory is up 90%, flooding the market with listings no one wants. Sellers cut tens of thousands off prices, but buyers are gone. HOA fees that were $400 now reach $800, and insurance premiums for waterfront units have tripled to $7,000. Add 7% mortgage rates and monthly costs exceed $2,200 in a city where the median income is $60,000. Investors have fled. Airbnb occupancy is under 50%, nightly rents are down 20%, and long-term rents don't cover expenses. Developers can't sell new projects, lenders are pulling back, and aging condos face $20,000 to $40,000 special assessments. With lenders blacklisting older complexes, only cash buyers remain, and they're bargain hunting. Pensacola's collapse is especially painful because it represented the middle-class dream. Affordable, stable, attainable. But that dream has cracked under insurance chaos, rising fees, and investor flight. The sun still shines on Pensacola Bay, but beneath that calm surface lies a market in freefall, a reminder that even paradise can't defy economic gravity. Florida's condo market isn't in correction, it's in reckoning. From Sarasota to Deltona, the pattern repeats. Exploding insurance, aging buildings, stricter safety laws, and a flood of sellers chasing too few buyers.